Hello, yours. Welcome to CodeForAny. E-commerce Flutter apps inside. Today need to see this here the promo code list. UI need to develop here. First of all, need to see this design inside the XD files, uh, Figma files, and look like this here. The integrates here the UI need to developing here these promo codes. Let's start how to create inside the Flutters. First of all, need to go inside here the back text and we need to create here the new files and we need to give this here the name promo code list promo code screen dot and we need to create here the stateful widgets and we need to give this here the name promo code screen and we need to import here the material dependency and we need to create here the containers and we need to write down here the alignments we need to set as maybe like this sets and now we need to go inside these tabs and we need to copy this here the line of codes and we need to make this here the size screens like this container safe area and this column codes need to put it here. Maybe you need to copy this one code here is good. Now this one is copy and we need to go again here this promo code and replace with these containers and put this here the buttons round buttons and pop screen extensions also need here for this close and here's site array. Maybe we need to remove here this grid like here's change this here the name and we need to set here the name your promo codes like here set here the titles safe area and we need to use these codes inside this size screens. I need to find out here which place to call similar to call here's open this copy these actions and we need to go against here the tab here's paste this here the actions open this here the open promo code and we need to set here the context as we need to set this here the promo code screens like here's and we need to open this here the UI enter this text fields on edits we need to check this here the events available on chase on edit on submit on change events maybe you need to write down here the inkwell is good ink like here set here the child like here so need to save this here and show like here this data maybe not show this one done remove these containers no work here on edit so need to check here the events is good on focus node controllers editings on read Only focus change this obsessions on change on tab. Yes. Not gets this events. Years. Send years. On tab. All these functions here. Open promo code selectors. Maybe restart and show like this years. If you tap, then show like years. Now we need to copy this text to UI. Need to needs years, right lines, and we need to check here. This one is buttons on. Copy this tag, and we need to go promo code screen, and we need to apply here for this here the size containers. Remove here's on tabs events, no needs now because need to here search and show like here. So I'm going to give this here the some height space. Like this, we need to set here these promo codes and cross axis need to set here the end started and show like here's, and we need to set this here the row, set here the centers, main axis element center. Like here's we need to set it here for UI and remove this here this size related to all things no needs to clean this here so also here look like this here the show add to carts also need to remove here for these buttons. Like here we need to showing this here. Now make here the row, you need to create here the list view builder with separators, and you need to create here the context indexed, return here the container semicolons, and we need to make this here the separators. We need to give this here the space, use here the context and indexed parameters, and we need to give this here the sized height space. We need to give this here the 15, otherwise need to set here the 20 is good, and item counts we need to set here the pix. We need to set this here the 20, not 20. You need to set here the power is good as per UI as requirement. Set here the scroll physics. We need to set here the never scroll and sync wrap. Set here the true. Likes we need to configure as per UI. We need to set it here. Unused codes we need to remove here and set it like this here the showing here. Now we need to make here the new file, and we need to give this here the name promo code row dot art. Create here the stateless widgets promo code row, and we need to input this here material dependency. Now we need to create here the decorations, box decorations. Set here the color white. Then after set here the background radius circulars, we need to set this here the 10. Then after need to set this here the box shadow. Set here the color 12, black 12, and we need to also set this here the blur radius. Set here the 2 is good, and set here the offset. We need to set here the bottom shadow. offset x 0 and y is equal to give this here the 2. Like so need to configuration as per UI. We need to set it here. Now create here the childs and we need to set here the row is good. Now creates, maybe we need to set here the fixed height for this row. We need to set this here the 100 and we need to create here the another container width and height. So need to providing this here. We need to set it here the width and heights as for 100 and 100 and set here the decorations. So need to copy this ones, paste this here and we need to set here the colors. If set here the primary color, prime dot primary, import this here the color extensions like here and we need to set it this here, removing here this everything's box shadow on it's now need to clean here, as well as need to set here the border radius only, top left and bottom left. Radius circular, so need to set here the 10 and bottom left. Again, we need to copy and paste this data like applying here for this UI. Now need to save here, but here not reflecting. Why? Because we need to not configure these cells. Now we need to go inside here the promo code screens and we to replace with this here this data with this promo code row. Apply here and show like this here the bottom scroll. So need to overflow. We need to showing here. So need to check this here the opening. Need to set here the transparent and we need to make this here the scroll view. Is scroll enable set here the true. Close here, open these tabs and show like this here. For as per UI need to showing like this here the data and set it here, show like this here the data. Now we need to make this here the UI or the dance, but we need to making here the opportunity to show here. We need to how to create like this here the similar to UI. Now we need to making here first of all the if here puts here the inside here the image this row. Need to create here the child containers inside. We need to child and we need to put this here the stack. Create here the childs and we need to set here the if conditions. If not directly set here the image for assets, give this here the files. We need to copy any, yes, this promo codes copy relative path. Now need to static image need to put here. API call times need to use this here the dynamically need to put this here. Now need to set here the image as per UI. We need to configure this here the this cells. Now need to set here the width and heights. Need to set here the 100 and height 100. Now need to set here the fit box fit, not filter quality, fit box fit. Set here the covers like here and we need to set here the clipper widgets, clipper racked like here and we need to copy this here the decorations and border radius. Need to put this here show like here this image not showing here the assets. Why? This is the temp path, not temp path. Maybe restart bag checkout. Not able to this image to run again. And now need to make here the text you are creating here. Set here the text, set here the 10, and we need to set here the style, text styles, set here the color. Maybe this is the dynamic. We need to now, as per you, I need to set here the image. That's why I need to set here the black colors. As per configures here black, and font size is important here. Need to set here the font size as a headers 34. 30% font weight. Need to set here the 700 bold. Like this sets, and we need to save this here. So open this here, select here the back, open promo codes, look like this here, the showing here, and we need to set this here the stack elements, important parts. We need to set here dot center, align dot centers, and show like this here, and so the main axis element, set here the center, and show like this here. Now we need to showing here the offers. We need to similar to UI how to make like this here. We need to differently to text fields. We need to inside. We need to providing this here the column. Set here the child's like here, and we need to set this here the minimum axis size. We need to set here the minimum, and again we need to copy this ones, paste this like here, and cross axis we need to set as a start. Now we need to set here the percentage signs like here, and need to set here the op like here, and we need to see this here the fonts. We need to metropole is 14 bold, to change here 14 bold like here, and show like this here this data. We need to similar to UI, we need to put it here and show like this data, apply here, and set at this here. Now we need to make here the containers. Inside you need to write down here the final image, set here the is black font, bold is black text, is black image text black, like it. By default set here the true. If not like this, we need to put here the conditions, image text, and set here the black. Otherwise we need to set here the directly colors is good. Copy color image text, set here this color, this ones, set here the optionals, imports here this formal parameters equal to, need to set here this value, not work here, maybe clean here, and set here the optionals text, and we need to set here the image text colors optionals, like here the configurations are the needs, put this here this dynamically. Also set here, so if you set here not nothing given this here, the then you need to take this here the by default the primary text colors, need to use this here. Now we need to make this here the expand for these widgets like here, and also image maybe need to another colors need to set here the final color excellence image bg image color, and we need to given this here this dot bg colors like here's, and we need to use these colors, and we need to set here the optional colors for these backgrounds for these containers here's primary. If not gets time to use this here the primary colors for dynamically need to make this here the this containers. Then after now need to set here these containers after, so need to create here the expandables, and again so need to creating here the row like this sets. First of all so need to apply here the column, set here columns, and we need to make here as per UI need to set this here the text, need to show here, copy this one text, and we need to paste this here, and one make round button, rounded button on title. So need to set here the apply buttons like here's, and we need to on press event and set here this ones show here like this, and we need to set here the width, need to configure here the 100, maybe set here the height 30, and show like here's maybe increase this here the 35, and set here the 19 is good as per UI, maybe set here 18. Now display good, and we need to show here the colors, color placeholder like here's, and font size we need to use this here the 11 regular, remove here this ones and show like this here this data, and we need to set this here the alignments, main axis alignments need to set here the center like here's, and here set here the padding, symmetric horizontals set here the 15s, and verticals need to set here the 8, look like this here the showing here as per UI, need to set it here again, so need to copy these columns, and we need to paste this here with this here the expandable childs inside we need to put, so otherwise need to get this here the errors because we need to set here the full width. Now set here the primary text, also here the bottoms primary text, and remove these buttons, no buttons, copy paste this here primary text, and we need to set this here the fonts, we need to set here the font medium 14, set here the 500 fonts weight like this sets here as per UI, and not centers, I need to use these here centers and raw successful effect, set here the start and show like this here, set here the 6-day reminders and show like here, give this here the some height space, size box give this a height, and to set here the 8, and show like this here the remaining day need to showing like here, and 11s let me bold auto regular 11s this promo code, and personal offers set as a titles, and show here, and we to give this here the between here the height space we need to configure here, like this need to configurations are the needs, and we need to set it here. So now need to check here the increase this here the length, and to test here working goods or not, so need to checking here for this promo codes, need to applying here the 20, maybe fix this here And we need to set here the maximum heights. As per UI scroll, why not work? Scrollables, but not scroll. Make here these containers. Wrap with widgets, need to set here the scroll view, single sides. Apply here, click here, and now display good. And we need to set it here. Maybe make here the one mistake height. We need to set here the constant box constants, max height, context, context dot height. Use this here and use this here only. 80% of heights need to given this here as per UI. You scroll down, then work. Like this set it here. The promo codes maybe you need to set it here. The 60% of the screen height is good. Like this showing here. And set it here. Maybe need to set here the padding for this UI. Margin right. Yes, this one is good. Stack here's little bit you need to give on this here the padding. Symmetric. Horizontals need to set here the two. Now display good. Like this setters as per UI. And we need to save this here. This promo code screens need to apply here. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new user, so please subscribe my channels and press the notification bell icon. You can get every new video notifications and awesome content. If you have any questions, so please write down inside the comment sections. I will help you and sort out your issue. Everyone have a nice day. Goodbye and take care.